This is Ryerson Stadium in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Week 7 is underway in EA Sports College Football, and we are ready for a terrific game. It's the Toledo Rockets and the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Toledo's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me.
Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's long. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Here's a heat. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Got his man in the middle. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take it. Look, thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on 4th down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Eastern Michigan. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Running inside, it's Bennett. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. On the ground, it's Long. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got a little grass. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. It'll be 3rd and long. Robinson looking to pass. Pocket breaking down. Unleashes one. Got a wide open receiver. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
They'll run the counter. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Motion from the wideout. Keeps it on the bootleg. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to the run, it's Long. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Robinson will throw. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points.
He's got it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. And it's a sack.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
To the air on second down. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Rockets. Along the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Eastern Michigan, 0.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bennett. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Second down coming up. He'll try it again. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Eagles heading quickly to the line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. The secondary walks up on the line showing press coverage. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Kim. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Takes the handoff. It's long. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Bond. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. 3rd and 6 yards to go. quarterback making checks. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Rockets getting set on 1st and 10.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's long. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. And the Rockets, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Robinson looking to pass. Fires to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's long. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun on third down. Fires to the big fella. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Rockets go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got him. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Running inside. It's long. Touchdown, Toledo! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Number 93 set to kick it away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
This time he's got his man. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Kim. He makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Bring in the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And they've had to kick it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And this offense has done a good job coming out of the gate strong. They've been really, really good. This is the type of play, man. You can give momentum back to the defense, swing it back to the other side if you're...
Might have a chance. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on... This time he wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Simpson.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Robinson will throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Looking to throw on third. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Rockets want to move quickly. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab, it's Simpson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. He's looking to throw. Rushes on him. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 7 team, the Miami Hurricanes.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Hey, guys, the Eagles head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak. But right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the third quarter with some more momentum. And he said, we can't worry about the win streak. We just have to worry about doing our job. Back to you.
All right, Holly. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Kim. Dumps it off in the flats. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Eagles have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And, guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot. They've tried it short. They've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bennett.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Might as well stick with him. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And I like the way the QB just did that right there, man. You spread everybody sideline to sideline. You see it's man coverage. You got your running back in the slot. You like that matchup. He wins. That is great job identifying the defense. Nope.
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Rockets offense looks primed and ready to launch on this drive. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Robinson looking to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete. Breaks into the open. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. The Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's long. Could be an alley. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Rockets are threatening in the red zone. Right back to the well. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Rockets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere.
Touchdown, Rockets! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Number 95 set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's James. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
He lets it fly. Upstairs to make the catch. Off and running. At the 20. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. All into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big time play, big time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. On the ground with the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Keeps it on the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. And the Rockets will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air, it's Kim. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw it again. Here comes the heat. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Eagles are flying down the field. Running inside, it's Bennett. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And finally, we see a nice game. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Handoff from the gun. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Kim. Under fire. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
They'll give it to him again. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lead?
Maybe a crease. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Rockets kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Reads it, fires complete. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Robinson will throw. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. The Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Run in the red zone. It's long. There's a crease. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.